What is up, you guys? Sarah Herring here for Poker News, and of course, I'm traditionally here talking about poker, but a lot of people and players in poker are big bettors, sports bettors, and otherwise, and so I think I would be remiss if we didn't talk a little bit about what everyone has been talking about the last couple months, and that is the US election. So in terms of being able to bet on the election, if you are in the US, it is more or less not legal anywhere. There is a site called PredictIt, which is set up more like a stock market or a stock exchange. And so they've circumvented this and have made it possible to place bets. And for those who, are in the know, the stock market is basically just legal gambling. So you can check out PredictIt. There's also, I did find when I was doing some of my research that DraftKings is doing a free roll based 100K. They're going to be giving out about 100K, and so you can place your bets on DraftKings that way, doing it for free. That's another way, to do it from the US, but primarily the odds are coming from overseas, a lot in the UK, a lot in Europe, and that's where a lot of the numbers are coming from the sports books. So I was doing a little bit of research just to see what the numbers look like, and it's interesting because in February, the odds implied Trump was a huge favorite to win, almost 62% chance that he was going to be winning. And since then, things have shifted pretty dramatically. So I was checking out Odds Checker and trying to get a real clear perspective on what's going on right now in the moment. And it looks like Joe Biden is minus 225 at the moment, and Donald Trump is plus 210. So a plus 210, for example, would mean that for every $100 that you bet, you would win 210 on top of it. So you get your initial 100 back and then that 110. So whoever has the negative is always the favorite. So negative 225 puts Joe Biden as a favorite. And so currently, if we look at sort of this percentage stats, we have Biden at almost 70% chance to win, while Trump is lagging there as an underdog at about 33 and a third. But what's super interesting about this whole thing is that even though there's more bets placed on Trump, there's more money placed on Biden, which really suggests that while Biden might be a favorite, the betting public, as it were, tends to disagree. And there could be lots of reasons for this. It could be that maybe it's a better bet because maybe if you win that bet, you get more money, which people certainly do it that way. But Matt Glantz is a well-known poker player, and I was checking out his Twitter, and he said, "I'm at the point where I'm done trying to convince the true believers that Trump is finished. At this point, I just want to save my friends some money. Please do not bet any more money on Trump." Now, of course, that's just his personal opinion, but he's basically saying, that people need to separate themselves from either what they want versus making a sports bet should be based probably just on money. Now, all of that being said, in 2016, Trump was a huge underdog again, both in the polls and in the sports books. And he ended up winning that election. So I definitely would never write off the possibility of a Trump win. Now, one of the things I really would like to look at later on in this week and coming into the next weeks is what a Biden presidency versus a Trump presidency would look like for poker. For those of you who are in poker and who care about the poker space and who are looking to place your votes based primarily on that, I'm going to be looking deeper into that to try to be more informed and to help inform the audience. But basically, this is what we're looking at right now. Since March, things have shifted pretty dramatically, and it looks like most of the money, in fact, if you want to know the actual amount, when I was looking last week on Odds Checker, it said Trump got 58% of the bets, and yet Biden got 71% of all the money. So people with big money are betting on Biden, but more people are betting on Trump. It's very interesting. Again, as I mentioned, you can check out PredictIt if you would like to try the stock market-based model, or you can check out DraftKings if you would like to try the free roll. Additionally, unlike sports where you have money lines, spreads, all these different ways of betting which have to do with points in a game or different positions, things like that. In politics, there's really only one type of betting, which is props, outside of betting on the outcome of the election. And I'd like to get more into that later. Also, we can talk about whether we think it's going to be the Electoral College or the popular vote that wins, if those will actually align. There's going to be lots of votes about how many voters will actually turn out, how many voters will be mail-in voters. There's tons of different lines you can take on the prop side, which I haven't even had time to really get into yet. So this is basically just my take on making bets on the US presidential election right now, which is the 14th of October. I will keep you guys posted. Thank you so much. You can follow me on Instagram at Auntie Chardonnay, or you can follow PokerNews at PokerNews. Thank you guys again. I'll catch you on the flip side. Deuces.
The key to winning big is using every little bit of knowledge to your advantage. At Odds Checker, we give you the edge. Better odds, better picks, and better offers to make you a better bettor. Why settle for less? Quickly compare the odds at every sportsbook to ensure that you're getting the best price to maximize your return. Visit us at www.oddschecker.com/US. Odds Checker. Sports betting smarter.